My name is Jamie Rossi.
And I'm Elie Ahto.
And we are here in Columbus, Ohio for the Week to 50K Challenge. We're in downtown. We rented out a hotel and we're so pumped. We have a brand new company just established. And we're going to show that if you do the right steps in the right order, you can generate $50,000 worth of revenue from scratch. Welcome to the Week to 50K Challenge. This is an idea and a concept that we've talked about for several months. We have always wanted to do something together, but we haven't figured out the mechanics of how to make it happen because life always gets in the way. So we had this crazy idea that we're going to document and show entrepreneurs how to make $50,000 in 1 week's time, effectively creating a $200,000 a month company or a $3 million a year company in just 1 week's time. We're doing it from scratch. All we have is an entity name and a business bank account. We have no leads, we have no customers. We are starting from square one, and we are going to create an immense amount of momentum in the first 2 or 3 days to get people interested in a service or product, which we'll talk about later. And we're gonna launch it. And we're not only gonna make $50,000 in a week, we are probably going to make between $100,000 and $250,000 in the first week. It's hard to estimate, but I am so confident in our ability and my teammate in this that we're just gonna knock it out of the park.
So the way we're going to do this, the execution is, again, we're building this plane as we go. It's not like it's premeditated. It was like, hey, can I get you a flight to Ohio? Let's do this. But we know the main ingredients are the sales component. How are we going to sell and communicate a high ticket offer? There's a difference between selling something for 25 or 50 or 100K and selling something for $500 or $1,000. It's a completely different animal, and you need to understand people and businesses and processes. So we're going to take our experiences from consulting businesses and building our own, understanding people's needs and really understanding if we can put together the components of our offer into that. And the other components of our offer, beyond being able to sell it, are the automations, the multi-channel marketing, the email marketing, the technical processes, which there's no shortage of information about, but it's using it in the right way and then adding our own secret sauce of best practices that we've learned from testing thousands of campaigns for hundreds of clients and figuring out what works best, what doesn't work. And then the last thing is really just the marketing principles that have moved the needle most for us. So things as basic as, how can you charge 10 times more for the same kind of service, right? Revenue empowers business owners, but it's also going to empower our own offers. So what we're teaching other people to do to drive transformations for them is what we're using to drive transformation for our own business and this challenge.
The reason why we're doing this is we really just want to show people what is possible if you do the right steps in the right order. It's not that the guy making 50K doesn't want to make 100K. It's that he just doesn't know how. He hasn't figured it out yet. So what we want to do is shrink the amount of time it takes to make the 50,000. We want to do it in 7 days. And we want to show people that if you do the right things in the right order, you can achieve a lot more than you think you can. We've just finished up the first couple hours of the challenge. We're super excited. We got so much stuff done. We got more done in the last 4 hours than it usually takes us 2 to 3 weeks to do. We got the landing page built out. We got some paid ads running. We're gonna wake up to people inside of our 6-figure advisor funnel, and that's the goal. The goal is by the end of the weekend, we have 40 or 50 people opted into this funnel, and we're going to provide a ton of value for them, just like we've done for you, and we're going to show them how to take their business to the next level.
Hey guys, so we just finished doing a metric ton of work, focus work with Jamie. I just touched base a few hours ago. We've got our funnel done. We've got a lot of the marketing done. We're iterating the messaging. We're having lots of late night chats with ChatGPT, but everything's pretty much set up so that we can drive traffic to our offer. And really all that's left over is to schedule some calls, make some engagement with some people on our Facebook groups, and start some one-on-one conversations. And that's really the key thing that's going to drive this forward, is the human element. It's not just a funnel and sending some ads, but it's really bringing humans inside and then reaching out to them and asking them, what are you going through? What's on your mind? What struggles are you having? And then trying to get some calls going. Conversations translate to money. So that's essentially the game plan. We're sort of building this thing as we go. We're building the plane as we're flying, but so far so good. I'm super excited. So I guess we'll see what happens.
Hey everyone, rise and shine. Welcome to day 2. I'm so excited. I only got 4 hours of sleep last night. I couldn't sleep and I had to make some last minute tweaks. I didn't go to bed till close to 4 or after 4 o'clock. But we woke up today. We already have 2 people opted into our 3-day challenge. This is a combination of those ads that we put out last night. I want to just quantify that for you. We just started this challenge last night. About 10 o'clock is when we hit go. We already have 2 people in the funnel that are financial advisors and life insurance agents that want us to transform their business. So it really can happen that fast. One of the people that we may close on our offer could be in there. We only need 15 or 20. We're actually shooting for 60 people total. We've got a lot of work to do today to make sure that happens, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. We are freaking pumped and I can't wait to show you guys the rest. I'm so excited. I knew this was gonna happen. To be honest, I didn't think it would happen that fast. Elie just closed a $75,000 case for somebody that was in our funnel, our existing funnel, to watch the 0 to 50K challenge. Absolutely amazing. We're ahead of the game. We're gonna take it to the next level and we're gonna make her 50K in the next week.
And action.
Well, we got our contract signed, 75K.
Yes!
We got a 50K pending. So super excited. And now we're thinking about, the challenge hasn't even started. It's tomorrow and we're thinking about the fulfillment. So overall, pretty cool, man. I'd say we're going in the right direction.
Yeah, we're definitely in the right direction. We already hit the target and it's less than 48 hours in and it's gonna be 125K. We're thinking about $1 million weeks now, you know? Like,
every time Jamie says something, I'm like, all right, I guess that's a new thing. So, we'll see what happens.
yeah, let's see what happens. Perfect. Welcome to day 4 of the Week to 50K challenge. The days are kind of off because we started at 10 p.m., I think 9:30 or 10 p.m. last Thursday night. We're already approaching $200,000 in revenue collected. The crazy thing is that we have really just generated so much interest, and it's a lesson that you can learn in business because we actually knew we were going to create something. We weren't sure how we were going to create it, so we just advertised to everybody and we demonstrated our expertise. Anybody that has watched up to this point and seen even some of our videos understand the value, and it builds the confidence and allows people to trust you, and they know that you can do the job because you've demonstrated that you can do it. So we not only did that while we were showing you that we were going to do it, and then we did it again on a second funnel. We kicked off our 6-figure advisor funnel this morning, and had some good success in there. It's just incredible. And so to me, like I said, it's just a lesson in promote the things, like I was talking about last night, the things that are not important in business, the things that are not important. I made a list here just so I don't forget them all. The logo, the EIN, the business name, the brand, the website, the bank accounts, the business cards. Like, you don't have to get all of that stuff. What you need to do is promote and offer your service. You need to engage and talk with people about your service, and then you need to close them on it. And you can do all of that stuff without a brand. You can do all of that stuff without a website. How is it that we have closed several deals, 4 deals? How have we closed all those deals with no website? We're providing value. We have no business name officially. We've branded it like the Week to 50K, but that's not what we're delivering and what we're selling. It's very important to just get out there and do some content, get into communication with people. What we're gonna do next, in the next couple of days, anybody that wants to, and you see this video, drop a comment in this video and let me know that you would like us to help you with a mastermind or a challenge or some form of attention getting. And what I'll do is create a video later on, a personalized video for you, and tell you the exact steps that you need to take. In theory, if you follow, depending on your product, you could make 200K in 1 week doing them if you execute them. I say this all the time, it's the right steps in the right order. You have to do the right steps in the right order. If you get the steps out of order or you do the wrong steps in the right order, it's not going to make a difference. You're going to obviously be able to course correct. It's going to take you some time, but we just applied this book, right? $100 million offers. We applied this book, and then we applied the 10X rule to that book and a little bit of Funnel Hackers Cookbook mixed into there. We didn't invent anything. We didn't create anything. We didn't come up with anything new. We actually have to stop bringing people on board right now because we don't have the team built out to fulfill. If we had a team built out, if we had a sales guy and we had a couple delivery people to help us with the onboarding and everything else, we would have been a $400,000, $500,000 week. There are enough, you see this group, there's only 20 something, 30 something people in it. And between that and the advisor group and now our contractors group, this is just a method that we've stumbled upon in being able to demonstrate your expertise, get people interested, and then solve their problems. It's all about solving people's problems. If you have a problem that I can make vanish instantly, like the time in which you solve the problem, it makes it infinitely more valuable. So if you could snap your fingers and get a haircut, it's more valuable than it is driving there, scheduling an appointment, yada, yada, yada. So the speed at which you can deliver your product makes it infinitely more valuable. Just think about weight loss. If I sold a weight loss program to you where I could instantly make you lose 15 pounds, that would be infinitely more valuable than any other weight loss or diet program ever, period. So we're working on the speed of delivery. That's why it's so important to get into action. That's why all those little insignificant things about the business and the website and the logo, they really don't matter. There are some exceptions to that. For the most part, those things don't matter. Oh man. Good evening, everyone. We are approaching the end of day 5. And again, thank you guys for everyone that has followed along up to this point. We're both pretty we really pushed a lot this week, just mentally exerting a lot of energy and solving problems, being in action. We've probably eaten 100,000 calories this week. we've just eaten so much food. I want to do a quick recap and talk a little bit about the future as we wrap this up. We sort of abandoned the second funnel, the funnel that was intended to show you guys the funnel. It just goes to show that when you provide a lot of value, you are already connected to a good source of revenue for your product or service. And what I want to offer to you guys in the very near future is to help you guys launch your very own challenge of some sort, whether it's a mastermind, a challenge, whatever it is. I want to help you guys do that. And I just want you guys to be able to see the power of promoting yourself, your service, your company. We accomplished the goal of the challenge within 24 hours. We doubled the goal of the challenge within 72 hours. Realistically, we have the potential, if we had the systems in place and a person, at least one person, how much do you think we could have closed this week?
I mean, probably 2 or 3 times more.
Yeah. I mean, I think we can see the pieces that it takes using all of the books that we keep talking about. We can see these pieces, and it equates to $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 weeks based on the actions and the things that we accomplished today. So we're super excited about what we found. You see what happens when you push to the max. And I was just saying a minute ago, like, I could power through and do this. And we were talking about doing implementing another strategy here. And then it gets to that point where you start to get the diminishing returns. You know, you're like all amped up, you go all day. And then you make like silly mistakes, or you get a little fatigued, and it's good to step back and just take a walk or get some rest or get some fresh air. And, you know, so that's one of the lessons that I learned in this is one, you can accomplish a lot more than you know is possible or even think is possible. And a lot of us, mostly myself included, is we do have those limiting beliefs. Another thing that I realized, and a mistake that I made over the last year, is I kind of just got comfortable. I built the Appointment Setter up, and the Appointment Setter is a very successful company. It's a very profitable company, but that comfort allowed me to not create bigger games, and it created a situation where I was not rising above. I was just handling the every day-to-day, and I thought, I got a good income, I'm fine, you know, like I made it. I had that thought before years and years and years ago when I went to rehab and I got out and I was like, I made it. You know, I started working for a couple years, everything was going fine. And when I had that thought, I realized it was a dangerous place to be. Hey, welcome to the last day of the Week to 50K Challenge. We are so excited. We had so much fun. If you haven't noticed, we don't have the same scenery anymore. I'm back at home. Elie's flying out today, and if you're wondering about the pink and you haven't seen any of the other videos, we were blending in with the theme at the Moxie downtown. So the whole purpose of this entire challenge was to make sure that everybody got what they needed. If anyone was stuck somewhere, we wanted to help get them to the next level. We wanted to provide resources. We wanted to provide value. We received lots and lots of outreach, and we've probably talked to 50 or 60 people in the last week, which has been really phenomenal. We've made a lot of connections. So we're done with the challenge. We surprised ourselves. We surprised everyone. People were inspired. People sent us messages. People want to stay in touch. People want to know what's next. And throughout this challenge, we created the framework for a $20 million a year company in the period of a few days. It looks like our next challenge is going to be something along the lines of a month to 2 million because we have the framework, we built it in a week. We think we can collect $2 million worth of revenue in 1 month time. Stay tuned.